I don't know, honey. And you're on Streamlabs? Yeah?
I think I'm on 3. Alright, I'm gonna start walking around.
Okay.
I love you.
We're gonna go ask.
Oh, okay. Keep in touch.
Ça existe plus, enfin, les topias. Des voitures.
Genre tu l'as pas vu le petit ça. C'est que t'es pas assez avec son oreille. Du coup je serai là, voilà.
Slinky Dog Ride is nothing like Disney World. This is like a little kids carnival ride here. It just goes around up and down in a circle. Just a little circle it makes around about 3-4 rotations and you're done. It's really, 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 really boring. Now this one up here is RC Racer. That's pretty interesting. Eileen and Brian are going on that. This is just the kind of ride that just kills my motion sickness. So I'm not going on it, but they are. They're in line for it. So I'm streaming. I don't think anybody's watching now, but we'll do this for posterity if nothing else. Let's see. This is definitely a ride we do not have at Disney World. This is pretty. I don't know if it's unique to this park, but it's certainly not unique at Disney World. It looks pretty nondescript, but once you see it going, it's quite interesting. This is one my son really wanted to go on, RC Racer, so because it's unique here and he wants to try it. If you haven't figured it out, we're at Disneyland's the Studios Park. This is a pretty small park. It's got like not that many attractions. Certainly not that many. The big attraction here is, of course, Tower of Terror and this RC Racers here. Maybe I can get a better look here and watch how this thing goes back up and back up this way, up there, and then it comes back down again and goes back up again. It just flies up and down like this. This is exactly the stuff that kills me. Absolutely kills me. So that's why. I'll let it go there. And then it stops. You get on in this building right here, and it stops you kind of in the middle. And you get on the ride here. It's a long wait because that is the only vehicle they have. The one you just saw. That's it. They don't have like another track or anything of the sort. That's it. You stand there, then you go down, and you stand, and you wait. And it's like a 40-minute to an hour and a half wait sometimes. So if you're willing to wait, looks like it's fun. But it's pretty nondescript, actually. It's not all that well themed or anything. But it's okay. Dinosaur speaks French now. Most of the stuff here, they vary between French and English. Not all, but most of the CMs can speak possibly, so you can communicate if you don't know French yourself. But in American arrogance, we refuse to learn other languages. Everybody got to learn ours. So we are exiting Toy Story Land here. It's size-wise, it's very similar to the one at Disney World. It's about the same size, I'd say. Over here, we got to ride a Ratatouille ride today. That was fun. I really liked it. Believe it or not, I really, really liked it. It was something I didn't think I would like, and I did. It's very cute. It does give you kind of a sensation of being small, like a rat. There's just not that much here. It's a very small park. Many attractions, quite frankly. It's got Ratatouille. It's got Tower of Terror. It's got the Speed Racer ride. Are the major attractions here, and after that, there's really a lot of little ones, more like carnival rides almost, I would call them. There's not that much. Here's the Ratatouille Restaurant. It's actually a restaurant. We're going to eat lunch there later. There's the entrance to the ride right there. It looks very much like the one in Disney World, by the way. Sign is almost the exact same thing. believe it or not, I think there's more restaurants here than attractions. and you know, not there's a brown derby, but it's a counter service brown derby. At the entrance, there's this little indoor mall kind of thing that's kind of the main street for the studios, I guess. And just give you a lay of the land here. This is the Ratatouille area, of course. I also, the things I've noticed that are in Paris that are interesting to me. I don't think there's near as many restrooms here as there are in Disney World. Now I could be dead wrong about that. I don't think I am, because we've had difficulties finding them sometimes when we needed them. So I don't know what's the deal there. This takes you back to the other parts of the park. But you're really in the main area here. It says right over here, on the other side of these trees, is Tower of Terror. Now the Tower of Terror is completely different, really is, from Disney World. It's closer to Disneyland in California, closer to that kind of thing. The building looks very much the same like Disneyland. It does not move. It just goes up and down. But in some ways, it's kind of cool. You start on the drops right away, and they work the drops into this kind of little story with this little girl who's really kind of creepy. She looks like this cute little blonde girl at first, and then you realize, oh God, this is creepy. And she has this byline, "Don't scream, it only gets worse." And of course, everybody screams. There's Tower of Terror in the distance there. So basically in the shot right now, you're seeing probably the two major thrill rides in the park. I'm trying to think, did we do another one? We probably did, I'm just forgetting it. Probably somebody's yelling at me right now. No, you didn't mention whatchamacallit. Yeah, okay, sorry. It must not have been very memorable. Yeah, there you can see the building is very reminiscent of the Disneyland building. The Tower of Terror at Disneyland. They turned it into something else now, I know, but the building remains the same. And like I say, it goes up, pretty much just up and down. But you get a lot of ups and downs, and the little girl coming on occasionally and saying, "Don't scream," and everybody screams. It's kind of funny after a while. And creepy. She's kind of a creepy kid. She has a creepy way of talking. So, I don't want to get too far away from Eileen and Brian, because one thing, you know what, here's another thing about Disneyland Paris. It's a really beautiful park, but directional signs are terrible here. It really is hard to find your way around. You absolutely have to have a map. See, at Disney World, I really don't think you need one all the time, but even if you're a first timer, because the signage is pretty good, here the signage is really not. It's like, I don't know why that is, but it's really hard to find your way around here. So absolutely get a map. Absolutely get a map. I can't reiterate that enough, so I'll say it again. Get a map. We're staying on an off-grounds apartment that we rented, which is lovely, quite lovely. It's one little train trip over, or you could walk. It's about a mile walk to get here, to get to the park. It's a little over a mile. And it's nice, but it's an okay walk. But for people who would rather not start a day of walking with more walking, There's a train is an option. They have buses too. Public buses, which are a little less, but they drop you off further away from the gate. The train drops you off right by the gate. It's one trip. You get on, you get to the next station, you get off. It's about 4 minutes once you're on the train, maybe less. It doesn't take long. It costs about £2 a trip. So it would cost you about £4 a day. Unless you go back and forth, then it would cost you £8 a day. That's you go back, take a rest, and come back again. You might do that, who knows? And then it would cost you £8 a day for one person. It's a nice ride. It's a pretty efficient train. Comes every, I'd say 12 to 15 minutes or so. There's another train. Again, the signage there is, so make sure, you'll know you're on the right train when you're there, if you're outside on the Val de Europe, as we call it, on the outer skirts where the apartments or rentals are. You'll know there's a little Disneyland sign on the train information, so you know you're in the right place. You can also buy tickets just for that trip. I strongly suggest getting 10 packs because it's cheaper. And when you do, keep them in a safe place. You can't reuse them. They're only good for 2 hours. And they're not good for, if you go on a train and want to go back to your apartment right away after an hour, that ticket won't work on the same route. So, oh my God, my wife and my son are still waiting to get on. Good Lord. Oh, now there's a guy talking to him at least. I don't know if you guys, people know. I don't know how many people are listening. Probably 1 or 2. Good morning, by the way. It's very early for you, I know. Eileen is, having some physical problems, so she's in a wheelchair on this trip. So we got a what they call the orange pass here, but which gives you you don't have to wait in line, but it's like it's sort of like a fast pass in a way. They give you go to the entrance of the ride you want to go on, and they give you right into your ticket a return time, usually about an hour later. They want to they do that because they want to make it like you had to be waiting in line. So if there's about an hour wait for the attraction, you'll probably have to come back in about an hour. It works out okay. We've adjusted to it. But it's nice. And then you go through a special handicap access entrance. And you go on, but they haven't gone on yet. And they've been in line by the handicap area for quite a while. So I'm wondering what's going on there. Because like at Hollywood, at the Tower of Terror, we didn't wait long at all. But you have to remember, you've been, waiting for an hour to get on the ride anyhow, once you got the pass sign. Anyhow, it's a fairly easy system. But here, at least, I don't know if the other Disney parks have instituted this to get passes like that. You have to have a doctor's note. Now, Eileen brought one that was from an email, and they accepted that, no problem. But you have to have a doctor's note that you need this pass. So they try to make it equitable so people don't try to cheat the system. I didn't have a problem with that, to be honest. Because you can still get a wheelchair here for any reason at all. But now they're making it, if you're going to use a wheelchair and you want to get on the special kind of privilege, well, I shouldn't say privilege, it's not privilege. It's handicap access, which is a little easier on you, then you have to have the doctor's note. If you just come up to the queue in a wheelchair, they're going to make you park the wheelchair like people park strollers and get in a regular line. Which we have done on a couple of occasions, actually. The first day we were here, we did it that way. But Eileen just couldn't, the thing that kills her is just standing in the long lines and just, her legs just start to go. So that was just doing her in. So she opted for this. And that said, I'm going to see if they made any progress. If they haven't, then I'll move away from here to a different area. That's so you don't get bored with everything. Because I'm showing you the same thing over and over again. I know. I'm that kind of guy, though. I want to make sure you cramp. So when I give the test, you do well on the test. And I want you to, oh, good, she's in. They're in now, anyhow. So soon they should be on this thing. Anybody knows Eileen knows she loves thrill rides. Anybody who knows me knows I don't. So what a couple we make, eh? But thankfully her son loves them too, so they're going on this together. I did all the other thrill rides though. Oh, the Crush Coaster. That's the other thrill ride. I forgot about that one. For people who were yelling at me, I forgot about that one. The Star Tours is here too, which is a totally different one today that we went on. I forgot about that one too. That's a nice ride. But the Crush roller coaster, you know, that kind of reminded me a little bit of Mine Train, except a little more extreme. It does a couple slow stops and stuff like that, but this one is a little more ambitious than the Mine Train is. But a similar type of presentation. And it's good. It was a great ride. I'm waiting to see them launch here to see if they're on it. So you can watch my girl convulsive laughter. She always laughs when she's on rides like this. See, that's the only one they have. No, they're not on that one. So that's what takes so long here. See, and it picks up speed and it goes up higher and higher and higher. See? Oh no, they're on the back. They're on it. They're in the very last row. Right on the top there. There she is. Goes through the building. Now it's slowing down, as you can see. Not a very long ride. See, as it slows its momentum. And then parks in this building, and that's where everybody embarks and disembarks, right there. The vehicle's kind of cute with the buggy eyes and everything. Speed Racer, though, that's one of the characters. And for those of you who forgot, Speed Racer is one of the characters in Toy Story. That's the one that's trying to catch up to the semi. So that was Speed Racer. So, is this the exit here? Okay, good. I'm meeting them here, so. This is the exit right here, I guess. Well, maybe she had to go get her wheelchair in a different spot. I didn't think of that. I rarely think of many things at all. Thinking of things, as many people who know me know, is not my forte. All right, let's go over here. I think they're coming out over here now. There they are. I found them. There they are. Oh, here, Brian, let me help. Got it? All right. So how was it? Tell the.
It was great.
You'd have been fun.
It was
Yeah.
great. It had tower of terror moments.
Did it?
Oh yeah, like when you're out of your seat
Oh,
on
okay.
that side here.
Yeah, I like how you pick up momentum on it, though, huh?
The Ratatouille like 25 minutes before we do that before we go eat at the restaurant.
Oh, okay. It's probably Liz.
It is, you guys, seriously.
Yeah.
4 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
Central Time.
Okay, we're.
It could be Andre.
Oh, right, yeah, it could be Andre. If it is Andre, hi Andre. I have not talked to anybody because I can't see anything here. I don't even know where the chat is on here. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go for a while. We're just going to another line right now. I'll take you up to the line. You can see the part of the park you haven't seen yet, and then when we get in line, I'm going to shut it down and see if I can get it on for the ride itself. I'm not guaranteeing anything. I don't think we succeeded very well the first time we tried. Did we?
Ratatouille?
Yeah. Well, I'll give it a shot on my phone, but again, no guarantees. That would be about half an hour or so, depending on how long the line is. We want to do it again because it's a cool ride. This is another way to Ratatouille.
There was a place on Main Street that said it was a hat stop that sold no hats.
What's this line for over here? Souvenirs. I'm trying to figure out what this line is about over here.
I hope it's not to get into the restaurant.
The restaurant's way the hell over there. And we have reservations. We don't have to stand in line.
Right there, we can ride you in without the pass. We ride in without the pass.
It was kind of like started and ended at the same.
Or just the line to get in line.
Yeah. Seriously? Oh, I'll be damned. I'll be damned.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to turn off.
Yeah, I'm going to turn off now. All right, we'll see you later, everybody later. Bye. Maybe this is a longer line than we thought.